we're going to continue on this little journey that we're on, taking some of the exercises in my strategically placed book, The Art of Drumming, and I just want to kind of share a few thoughts and a few exercises, and hopefully you'll find something positive in it. I've got a little accent workout to show you today. Basically, I'm going to use, once again, the basic stickings that we looked at in the previous exercises, the paradiddles. I'm not going to go with the displaced paradiddle because it's really, really hard to sort of work out where the accents lie. So we're going to just stick to 3 different paradiddle combinations and the singles and doubles. So essentially, accents bring dynamics, and dynamics are in essence, one of the factors of musicality as a drummer. Light and shade, all these things that the great drummers have in their playing. It's not all monotone in terms of level. It's not all one, play loud and then just play a bit louder. Subtlety and accents are one of the things that can just help you to just express yourself musically. Now, I'm just going to kind of demonstrate this little exercise, but I want to talk very quickly about the way that I approach playing accents, and this will be something I'll talk about in a different environment, a different video, because it's a whole new ball game, because essentially we're addressing this whole magical world of Moella, Sanford Moella, the up-down stroke technique, Mola, whichever way you pronounce it. I, with my teacher and many of the students, including Russ, the co-author of the book, we studied with Bob Armstrong, who was very, very particular about the up-down stroke method, the Mola method. I believe that I took elements of that. I don't think it's perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But what I do feel I have is an understanding of how my hand works in the most ergonomic and economic way to preserve energy. So I'm using this kind of general up-down stroke technique, which I will elaborate on in a different video. So here is the accent workout, starting off with single strokes. And I'm going to play it at kind of around maybe 80 beats per minute. So I'm just pushing that into my DTX Multi-12 from Yamaha, which is fantastic. And this is at 80 beats per minute, and these are single strokes played as 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So there you have it. Hopefully you'll be able to follow where the accents fall with the 16th notes. It's a simple process really. It's starting off on the beat and it's moving by 1 16th note through the 16th note. So it goes to the 2nd 16th, and then the 3rd 16th, and then the 4th 16th, and then the first 2 16ths, and then the last 2 16ths, and then the first and the last 16th. So that's the idea with this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate it slightly slower, but I'll take the tempo up in a bit, but I'm just going to take it down slightly because I'm going to do the same thing, the accents in the same place with double strokes. So, bit of a curveball because this is actually quite hard, but it's really good for coordination, hand coordination and dynamics, and just getting your hand moving in a really good and efficient way. So this is the same exercise played with doubles, just slightly slower. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... A little more tricky, but definitely worth the effort. So now I'm going to try the same thing at 80 beats per minute with the 3 paradiddle combinations that I mentioned earlier. The paradiddle, the inverted and the reverse. It's only at 80 beats per minute because it's more about the accuracy and just working on bringing in the accents in the most relaxed fashion that you can. It's not really about speed, although it's up to you if you want to take it up, but I'm comfortable just doing this exercise at 80 beats per minute because it is quite tricky. 2, 3, 4. And that's the paradiddle. Now we're moving on to the inverted paradiddle. I'm going to drop it down because it is actually quite confusing working out where the accents actually are. So I'm just going to play it a little bit slower. 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... And now the reverse paradiddle at 75 BPM with the accents going through it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. These are not the fastest exercises in the world, but they are quite tricky and they are really good for kind of working on that hand coordination. So take it slowly, just give your brain a bit of a workout. See you again.